In this Tech Talk, we will be discussing clean label trends and ingredient innovation with Sherrill Cropper, new product development lab manager for Lesaffre. Sherrill, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So clean label is a really important issue because it is really on the radar of a lot of consumers. And I know Lesaffre has conducted extensive consumer research on clean label preferences. What are some of the key learnings that you've uncovered in your research?
Yeah, so we've done some studies, consumer studies, looking at label insight, and we have found that monodiglycerides is one of the topics that has come to the forefront for being replaced. And we found that 51% of consumers really would not like to have monos in their products.
Okay, why is that? Why are consumers focusing specifically on monodiglycerides?
Well, most of it is it's just one of those ingredients that they don't understand completely. So it's a big word, and sometimes those things can be intimidating for consumers. And so that's one reason why they're looking to get those replaced. And plus, there is a lot more awareness of ingredients right now with the consumers, and so that they're having a better understanding of what those products are doing.
So monodiglycerides, though, they play an important role and they have a lot of functionality, but do they all function the same?
No, they do not. So there are some monodiglycerides that are used for volume enhancement or other functions related to holding air cell structure. But in this case, we also have the ones that are specifically focused on short-term softness, which is about 1 to 3 days.
So softness is something that Lesaffre is focusing on a lot right now. So can you tell me a little bit more about how you're working in that space?
Yes. So currently we do a lot of studies with looking at breads and how monodiglycerides are used in breads, specifically looking at that short-term softness from 1 to 3 days. So we have actually developed a replacement for monodiglycerides, which is our Starzyme MDG replacer, which is supposed to be focused on looking at the crumb structure related to softness. We talk about the compression as well as the resilience or recovery and that moistness of the crumb.
Okay. And it can't be easy to reformulate with something like a monodiglyceride replacer. What kind of troubleshooting do you guys do to sort of work with bakers to help them reformulate?
Well, one of the things we do is we have a technical service team that goes out into the field with the consumer or with our customers and the bakers to really understand how they're utilizing those monodiglycerides and what their formulations are, and kind of giving an insight of how to dose a replacer, because obviously not everything is just a one-to-one replacement. So you have to have a good understanding of what level of use you should use, as well as what kind of shelf life they're actually looking for. And so from there, we'll get the feedback from our tech team, and then we'll come into the R&D and actually do analytical testing to really evaluate those monos versus maybe our MDG replacer to kind of get that true analytical data behind how it's functioning.
Yeah, because I mean, every baker's need is going to be different. It's going to vary from baker to baker, formula to formula, product to product, right?
Exactly. And so it's good to have an understanding of, their process, their temperature controls, their settings, and that gives us a good idea how to replicate it in our lab so that we can make sure that what we're using is the right dosage and we have the right improver for that, to meet their need.
Okay. So what's the easiest way for a baker to get started?
Well, one of the easiest ways is to go to our website, which is lesaffreyeast.com. And we have a white paper specifically on our MDG replacer, but there's also our other products are on there as well. So they can go there and they can reach out to us through the website, and then we can get back in contact with them.
Okay, well, Sherrill, this was really interesting. Thank you so much for taking time to talk to me about your capabilities in helping bakers formulate on a clean label level.
Well, thank you. It's been a pleasure. And I'm glad that we had the opportunity to talk about some of our solutions that we are available from Lesaffre.